Poverty is a growing issue, and with that comes the issue of lack of access to clean water. Kenya is at the top of this issue. Today, we will teach you what is going on in Kenya, what is the causes of the lack of water, and how to solve this terrible issue. First of all, there are around 40 million people living in Kenya, of which about 17 million, around 43%, do not have access to clean drinking water. Years of recurrent droughts, poor management of water supplies, contamination of the available water, and sharp increase in water demand, resulting from a relatively high population growth. More things that contribute to lack of water are things like climate change, droughts, floods, and increased human consumption, overuse and waste of water, and more. Funny. Our first solution would be recycling wastewater, which would use the old water and filter and sanitize the water and move it back to the wells and spouts. Recycling water costs about 1,100 an acre foot of produce, about half the cost of desalinating the water. Did you know that nearly 71% of the earth is made up of water? While that sounds like a lot, nearly 0.5% of the earth's water is actually fresh drinking water. So we need to find a new, reliable way of turning salt water into fresh water. Another solution would be developing water filtration systems, like reverse osmosis. This contains fewer contaminants, lowers sodium, no bacteria or parasites, and it's safe for people. It works by filtering water through a membrane filter that doesn't allow solids or potent microbes to pass through. Really, the only con are since it filters the minerals people couldn't get some that their muscles need, and that a decent amount of water is wasted for each purified gallon, around 20 gallons for one purified gallon, which is a pretty big problem. This would be a very good solution if it didn't cost around 2,000 per acre foot, which is not affordable for the people. But if we managed to get a desalination plant, we can make the amount of water a family could live on for 5 as much money as the desalination process. But desalination is more efficient in the long run, which means that we could create more water in a couple of years. So for a short term but cheaper solution, we would have to go with recycling water.
A couple more facts are: out of 53 million people, 15% of the population in Kenya rely on unimproved water sources such as ponds and shallow wells. 41% of the population lacks access to basic sanitation. Slightly under half the rural population have access to water. In cities, 85% of the people have access to water. It's 15% that don't. Kenya's water issues have been getting better little by little due to companies and non-profit organizations helping them out. They keep on growing about 10% of their water supply every year.
Thank you for listening. If you care to learn more about the topic, our sources include American EDU, water.org, thewaterproject.org, and unicef.org. Thank you. Goodbye.